Hey guys, I'm going to do a video here on my little mini indoor workshop when I don't feel like working out in the garage, and just go over real quick this rotary tool that I found as an alternative to Dremel or whatever else, and show you what it's about. So, you know, Dad used Dremel way back in the day, and they were, you know, when I was a kid messing around doing projects and things like that, they were fantastic tools, and they're still good tools, but I found myself getting kind of more and more disappointed with them, getting more flimsy, more plasticky, and just not holding up. You know, they're breaking on me. And the last time my Dremel broke, I decided to try some other options. So first thing I tried was this Chicago Electric from Harbor Freight. It was cheap. I mean, like $15 or something like that, and came with a bunch of attachments and everything, battery powered, and it works, and the speed control is pretty decent. It's you know, battery's dead right now because I haven't used it in a while anymore, but it came with the flex tube on, you know, the flexible attachment for the end, which was horrible because it would just bind up. Didn't work from day one, but the tool itself was okay. And for light duty jobs it was alright, but you know, I do mostly leather work, sometimes do knives a little bit, various other crafts and projects around the house. So the battery life was so-so, you know, and I'd find that without a spare battery I'd get 3/4 through a project and the battery would start to give out. And so that's one of the reasons I went with this other one, because it's got a cord on it, but we'll get to that in a second. So anyway, it's alright, it still works. It's not broken. Just some of the, like I said, the flexible accessory at the end didn't work well. Battery life is a little bit of an issue, but it's actually kind of solid. So it was a decent alternative to a cordless Dremel. It feels more solid than a Dremel, at least the ones that are out these days, I think. But anyway, let's move on, because that's not what we're talking about. So I got tired of the short battery life and everything, so I wanted one with a cord on it. And I think if you're doing a lot of work, projects and crafts, if you're a crafts person at all, the cord is the way to go. So I did a lot of digging on what people are talking about, the people dissatisfied with Dremel. And there were a number of solutions. Some were prohibitively expensive. But this company here, which I think is a German company, makes this tool. It's this one here. Let's see if I can get that up close. The lighting's a little strange, I know. Proxxon, I guess is how you'd say that. I got this from Amazon. You can find them there. And so FBS 115/E, I guess, is the model. Alright, and so it comes in, you can get it kind of by itself, or you can get it in a little kit with, it's got some accessories and such with it. It comes in a nice case, nice hard plastic case. I'm probably going to open this up, so there we go. Don't want to spill everything. So you open the case, it's got the little book. And I had enough Dremel accessories left that I haven't even opened these yet, but it comes with some drill bits, some sanding wheels and grinding things, accessories and stuff, various adapters, and then in this other one it's got what looks like some grinding stone wheels. They're kind of polishing stones on various grits, some wheels of sandpaper or grits. It's actually not sandpaper, but different grinding wheels, and then a wire brush wheel, and then it looks like a saw blade, little rotary saw, like circular saw blade. So those are all still taped up. I haven't even gotten into that yet. Am I holding this where you guys can see it? So it's got different grinding wheels, the wire brush, and then some kind of little circular saw blade. And this other one's got the drill bits and some little sanding wheels and such. Okay, so that's what it comes with. Pack this away. And then I also got the drill stand by the same company. There's a generic one on Amazon that's a little cheaper than this. Got mediocre reviews. This one got reviews that were kind of a little bit better. Some complaints, some not. But we'll talk about that in a second also. So what I like about this one, besides the cord, is that the chuck is keyless. Alright, so you don't need those keys like you do for this one and the Dremels. And then also the chuck itself, to get different size bits in most of these things, you have to take the chuck apart, and you have these little dudes right here, right? And you have to change them out for using different size accessories. Not a big deal, but still, right? Kind of a pain. So this one's got a nice keyless chuck on it. You can see it's pretty substantial. It's got a nice feel. It's nice solid metal. And it's easy to use and lock down. It works really well. I haven't had anything slip at all, just using it, hand tight. And it's basically infinitely adjustable, all the way from tiny up to nice and large size, so you don't have to change out those little adapters. And second thing I like is the speed control is kind of infinitely variable. So you have not just a few settings, you have a nice variable speed control, whatever you want to do. The plastic is plastic, but this is solid. This thing is built. You just feel. You guys know what I'm talking about when you put a good tool in your hand, right? You can just feel that it's substantial. This one's pretty good too, but my Dremel, which I don't know where. I think it's out in the garage now, but doesn't feel like this. It's just that simple. And price-wise, comparative to a similar Dremel, if you can find one corded these days, it was pretty comparable. So I think this one was 70 or 80 bucks, probably around 80 bucks I think when I got it, if I remember right. I didn't look, so don't quote me on that. What I'll do is I'll link it on my blog and then put a link down in the description below for you guys to check out. See if it's something you're interested in, or if it is something you're interested in, you can take a look. I'll link it to the Amazon one. You can search yourself if you want to buy it somewhere else. So yeah, I think I've been using this for a few months now for my leather crafting and other things, and it's held up fantastic. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so now we'll move on into the drill press stand, and let's see if I can give you guys a nice close-up of that. Here, a little scan thing. So there's various adjustments for you could slide the whole unit up and down for sizing your projects, and then this is a kind of a restriction on movement and that sort of thing. And yeah, the lever moves it up and down, of course. The place where you place the tool, you can tilt it from side to side. So 90 degrees this way, 90 degrees that way, in any angle you want. And then the tool itself fits right in there. And the fit is nice and solid. Once you snug that thing down, it's not going anywhere. So that's really, initially that works really well. Let's see if I can turn this light just a little bit. Alright, so here it's got a gate that you can slide for adjusting your projects. I don't really have a whole lot of use for that, but if you do, it's there. Now, it seems fairly well built. It's pretty solid. It's not flimsy. You know, I'm pretty happy with that aspect of it. When I did get it, I did kind of grease the pole just a little bit, or lube it up just a little bit, and the action itself is pretty good. It's not flawless. You know, it's got just a little bit of I don't want to call it binding because that would be too strong of a word, but right at the end, I think where the spring is compressing probably is the issue. You know, it gets just a little bit gritty, maybe I would call it. But other than that, it's really smooth, and I've found after using it for quite a while, some of the complaints I saw about the Dremel version and the generic one on Amazon is that you know, get the drill bit on a piece and start to put your pressure on, and the stand would flex or move a little bit and wouldn't stay on the point that you actually wanted to drill. It would just wander off just a little bit, and I haven't had that problem with this one at all. So I think it's, you know, worth your time for light duty stuff. You know, it's not going to replace your, you know, if you're building hot rods and things like that, you're not going to use this for your metal work, you know, or building choppers or something. It's just not made for that. So if you use it for what it's made for, which is light and medium duty things, you're good to go. It's got places for screws, so you could screw it down to a workbench. I mean, bolt holes, or you could put a, you know, larger base on it if you want to do that. It's got plenty of room, but if you need a larger base this way, which I do often, see all my drill holes in there, you can do that as well. Adjust your gate if you need to move that around, and then the you know, for different size projects, this thing loosens up and you can slide it up and down. Works really well, nice and easy. And so that's that. You know, it's not a big review demo thing that I'm doing here. I'm not going to go drill car doors or, you know, anything else like that. It's just basically my opinion on it, on the quality of it. I think it's a good product. The price is right for what you're getting. I think it beats other things in its price range. You know, and disclaimer is, if you go buy one and it stinks, it's not my fault. Mine is good. I like it. It's got some decent reviews and was recommended on some forums and places like that. So overall, it seems good. So, but you know, I had never heard of this company till I looked into it, and so I can't vouch for everything. But I know the one I bought and what other people are talking about on the forums, works good, and I'm happy with it. So if you're looking at Dremel type tools, rotary tools, and things like that, you know, it's something to consider. So I thought I'd just throw it out there since I never heard of it before. You know, kind of give you guys the heads up, and so you can consider it when you're looking around. So I think that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like the outdoors videos, you know, some leatherwork stuff coming up probably. Who knows? Go ahead and like my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you would, and I appreciate it. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.